So we're back, or maybe we're not, because I cut the beginning out. I don't really know, but basically, we're here now. So, I wanted to take this video to kind of explain why I'm making a new channel and what basically happened the whole event. I'm sure I clickbaited this video. Yeah, it's true. I went to jail only for a week. I wasn't in there too long, but basically, I'm gonna explain that whole experience to you guys and kind of let you know what that was like, because that was, interesting nonetheless. But this new channel, I don't really know where I'm going to take it yet. I have a few ideas, but I'm not really sure. You know what I mean? I just know that I need to be doing this, and I want to be doing this. So here we are. This is my first official video, and I'm going to kind of break down what happened. So if you know, we had another channel called Squad Spree. It had about 4,000 subscribers, and on this channel we posted pranks, social experiments type things. Basically, we would go in public and do, all sorts of stupid stuff. And it kind of picked up. We had a few videos get a pretty decent amount of views, and that's how our channel kind of mini took off, you know what I mean? Nothing crazy. But we had one video filmed. We wanted to come back with a banger, because that's how we do, you guys. We disappear for like a year, and then we come back with straight bangers. That's how it's always been. And this incident happened around February. That's when I got arrested, and when I went to jail for about a week. Basically what happened, I'm sure, because it's now, you guys are aware of the whole coronavirus thing. This was before the virus was like what it turned into, you know what I mean? Before it was the government trying to control everybody and just like this craze, you know what I mean? This was before it blew up into what it did, you know what I mean? Not saying that it makes my actions any better, but in my brain at the time, that's what I was thinking, I think. But basically, we had a prank planned, and the prank was the coronavirus prank. And basically what happened was we decided to go into Walmart, and this was before masks and all of that were required, and we put masks on and gloves, and I had a sign on my back that said something like, "Beware, I have the coronavirus," or something like that. I'm not sure. But basically, we wanted to walk around and just kind of get people's reactions and see how they would react to me having the coronavirus. As you can tell, it didn't go too well. So basically what ended up happening was a few people thought it was funny, because it was just a joke, so, they could take a joke, which is good. But there was a few people that didn't think it was funny at all, and they got really angry. It was one dude in particular. I'm not gonna, shout him out or anything. As much as I would love him to receive a bunch of hate, the universe is gonna work that out for us. You know what I mean? But basically, this dude, he wasn't very too happy. So while we were filming the prank, it was all good and towards the end, and that's when apparently one of the people in the store called the police on us. So we wrap up filming, and the lady threatens to call the cops, and we're like, yeah, whatever, because we've had that happen before. People get angry, people want to call the police. That's the first thing that they run to, And we were just like, okay, we'll just get out of here now. We don't want to cause any more trouble, so we're just going to head out now. So we wrap up filming. I get rid of all the stuff that we were using, like the props for the video, and we head out. And as we were walking out of the store, nobody stops us, no security guards, there's no police. So we think we're good to go. We're like, all right, let's head out. We say, peace out to the dude standing by the door. Nobody stopped us. No one was like, hey, you can't go anywhere. We weren't running. I wasn't running. Nobody was running. You know what I mean? Even figuratively, we thought we were fine because we were able to just walk out. So we walk out, we get in the car, and we're like, yeah, we filmed it. This was the banger. And honestly, it was a banger. We could have blown this shit up. We were on the news, the local news actually, after that. And this is kind of when things go downhill. So we wrap up filming, we get in the car, we head home, and like 2 days later, one of my friends, I think, sends me a news article, and it's got me in it. And apparently, we were wanted, and we were like, oh shit. So me and my brother, we kind of start freaking out because we're wanted, the police are looking for us, they're posting all over Facebook, and they're like, can anybody identify these people? We need to catch them, blah, blah, blah. So we get scared because we're like, whoa, like it just blew up out of proportion, almost out of nowhere, because this was 2 days after we filmed. So we were chilling for 2 days and kind of like in a way almost forgot about the video. Like we knew we had it, but 2 days had went by and we thought we were fine because nothing happened. But apparently we weren't fine, you know what I mean? They were still upset. So basically, they're posting, they're trying to find us, and it gets to the point, because we weren't running, that the detective found us, you know what I mean? Because again, we were not running. So it was easy for him to track us down. So he ends up finding out where we live and all that. He comes over to the house, and he's like, we got to talk. And basically, the whole situation got blown out of proportion. They ended up giving me 4 misdemeanor charges for like disorderly conduct, trespassing, that sort of thing. And I was just kind of like, me and my brother were both like just so confused on how this incident could blow up. But hey, that's an example of what news media can do. Because the one dude, he was on the news and he was kind of amping up the situation and making it look a lot worse than it is. If you guys want, I'm going to post, I'll see if I'll find the article still. I'm not sure, but maybe in the description I'll post some news articles. If you guys want to see my mugshot, I'll post that. I actually probably got that saved, so I'll pop it up here or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, so basically they give us the charges, and my brother, he's a minor, so he didn't get as in trouble, and he wasn't doing anything, he was just filming. So honestly, he shouldn't have any charges, because he wasn't doing anything except filming me. So that's kind of ridiculous. And as I'm filming this video, I'm still in court. I haven't even gotten sentenced yet, because of the whole virus and thing. They keep pushing my court date, so I have no idea what's going to happen. I'll probably make an update video to let you guys know what happens. But it's, what is it, October? I think, yeah, this is October 7th. Yeah, you guys aren't going to be able to see that. Okay, but it's October 7th right now. The incident happened in February, and they still haven't done anything. So I've kind of been sitting out on bond because I bonded myself out of jail. I've kind of been sitting on bond for quite a few months now, and I'm not going to lie, you know, it's stressful because I don't know what's going to happen, you know what I mean? It's still up in the air. I have no idea. My next court date is October 21st, so, you know, pray for me, guys. I hope it all goes well. But, yeah, so I spent a week in jail, and I kind of want to dig more deep into what it was like in jail, because that week in jail, it wasn't a long time, you know what I mean? It was a very transformative experience, actually, and I'm actually not, you know, I don't want to go back, 100%. I do not want to go back to jail. It was a good experience for the time, you know what I mean? I'm pulling the good out of everything, but overall, I don't want to go back. They don't feed you in there, it's awful. When I got to jail, I was like, wow, you know, this is really happening. I'm really in jail right now, and it was kind of crazy. I was like, wow. And I was sitting in a holding cell, and basically, if you guys don't know what happens when you go to jail, they put you in a holding cell before you get, you know, which a holding cell is literally, there's like a metal bench and like a toilet, and it's not covered, and they put like 4 to 8 people in this thing, so if you gotta pee or shit or anything, everybody's watching you. It sucks, man. They treat you like animals in there. It's terrible. So I get there, I'm scared, I'm nervous, man, but it's jail, so I'm like, you know, I can't like show that I'm scared, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to get like butt raped in here. So I walk into my cell, and everybody in my cell that was in my holding cell was actually really cool. And I was confused because at first I was like, you know, these are supposed to be criminals. I was like, wow, like I'm here with criminals. But everyone was really nice. It was actually really weird, you know. Nobody was mean to me. Everyone got along in the cell, and we were all kind of just making the best of the situation that we could at the time. Fast forward, you know, I get out of my holding cell. They move me to intake, and intake, you're in there for about 2 to 3 days. That's where you kind of get a little room that they lock you in, and then you get a bed, and then you get another dude in the room with you. You guys both get a bed, you have to share a toilet. Again, there's no view, so if you got a shit or something, this dude, poor dude, has to sit next to you, and he doesn't watch you because he's not a weirdo, but like you're shitting in the same room as this dude basically. And it sucks, it really does, because it's terrible. But I got really lucky because my cellie, he was actually really cool. He was a really cool guy, and he was not a bad dude at all. And it really kind of changed my perspective on people in jail, because I realized that these people in jail, these aren't bad people at all. Most of them, at least. You know, I mean, if violent people who are in there for violent and like child crimes, I fuck all them. You know what I mean? But a lot of these people were in here for drugs. And my whole stance on this is, I think it's your body. You should be able to do whatever you want with it. If you want to shoot up heroin on the weekends, man, that's all you. Go ahead for that. I do not recommend it, and I think these people need help. But I don't think they need to be treated like this. It doesn't help people. Jail does not help people become better people. They treat you like animals, and they just want to kind of shun you from society. And it's totally backwards. We actually have the highest incarceration rate in the world, and our whole system is screwed up. It really is. Our whole system is screwed up. But they put me in there with this dude, and he was cool, and we were talking, because that's all you get to do. Basically, you're sleeping, talking, they're not feeding you, so you're basically starving and hungry the entire time. And all you can really do is talk and read, you know what I mean? And I don't mind reading, but the books they give you are shit, because it's jail, so they're not going to give you cool books. So it's not cool books to read, you're reading like boring-ass books you've already read before and stuff. And basically, I become friends with him, and he's really cool. He was maybe like 30 years old, he had a daughter, and he got caught in there for drugs too. And but he was a really cool dude, and he helped me out so much, like for real, because my phone was bugging out. I couldn't get a hold of anyone on the outside, which is scary, because I was trying to get in contact with my mom to be like, yo, pull the money out, bail me out, because my initial plan was to go in there, wait a little bit, and get my bond reduced, because I couldn't afford the $2,000 they wanted at first. So I actually ended up getting that granted, so he reduced my bond to $1,000, and I had $1,000 in my savings account. So I told my mom, once I get my bond reduced, I'll call you from jail, and you can pull the money out and come get me. and I couldn't get a hold of her. My phone, my like the inmate code that they give you, it wasn't working. It would always give me an error when I was over there. So I was like, fuck, I don't know what I'm gonna do, and it sucked. Like it really sucked because that's when I really got scared because I had no contact with my mom, my brother, and they were waiting for me to contact them first to tell them to pull the money out. And my cellie, he actually had his girlfriend on the outside text my mom to come get me because my phone wouldn't work. And it was crazy that he was willing to do that because I've only known this dude for like 3 days, and he was willing to have his girlfriend do that for me. And it's just, that little act right there, it just shows that these aren't bad people. This man, he didn't have to do shit for me, anything at all. And he was willing to help me out. And that was really a beautiful thing that I noticed, that, you know, even when people are at their lowest, that there's still that respect level for the most part, you know what I mean? And he was really helping me out. And shout out to that dude. I wish the best for him. His case was a lot worse than mine. And I really hope the best for that dude. I hope he can be there for his daughter and stuff. If you end up seeing this video, man, you probably won't, but if you do, some way, somehow, dude, you're a fucking legend. For real, dude. I wish the best for you, and seriously, you're such a good person. But then they switched me over to main population. The main population, they take you out of intake, and that's where they put you in like a dorm. And basically, there's like 60 other people in this room, and there's just bunk beds stacked up all along the walls and shit. So there was hella bunk beds, hella people in there. And right when they walk you into there, everybody flocks to you because they're bored as fuck. They got nothing to do. So, oh, look, the new guy. Let's go, like, talk to the new guy, pick on the new guy, see what's up, you know what I mean? So people just kind of bum rush me, and I'm like, oh my God, you know, there's so much going on, and people are teasing me and, you know, doing jail stuff. Later, I realized that happens to everybody. These people weren't even bad people, but they were just kind of fucking with me because, you know, why not? You know, I'm a prankster. I get it. Prank me, you know what I mean? A few people around my bunk, they were like, yo, man, don't worry. Like, jail's not like how they make it look, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to be fine, man. They kind of made me, I was like, okay, you know, I trust them. They seemed like good people. I was like, okay, this is cool. So, as I'm staying there for a little bit, the days drag, man. They don't feed you. You're always hungry. They got you on like a 1,200 calorie diet, which, if you don't know, that's big to keep you alive, barely. There was a dude who was in there for a month, I think, and he lost like 20 pounds or something because they don't feed you. All you get is water and barely food to keep you alive. It's like a concentration camp on some real shit. It was a beautiful experience because all these people are around me, and I'm like, I forget that they're criminals, you know what I mean? That they're criminals. That's how society paints them, as criminals. And these people were not criminals. The only criminals in the building were the cops on some real shit, you know what I mean? You know, I'm not going to dig too much into that. But the people who are running the facility, man, some of them are fine, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying all cops are bad, okay? Some of them are not as shitty as the shitty ones, okay? But there is some terrible cops in there, and they take out all the angst, all the anger that they've boiled up and put inside of them. They take all of that out on the inmates every day. They come to work, and they look forward to that, to making everyone who's in their life harder than it has to be, you know what I mean? It's just terrible, man. It's terrible the way these people treat people because we're still people, you know what I mean? We made a mistake maybe, or maybe other people have already made multiple mistakes and they're still in there. But these aren't violent people, man. These aren't people that are going killing people. These are people that get caught with weed or something, you know what I mean? And that shouldn't be a crime. No drug should be a crime, you know what I mean? It's terrible. It really is terrible. I had a dude who was next to my bunk, and he was maybe 30s, 40s. He was an older dude, and he's been in jail before, so he was kind of like showing me the ropes on how things work. And they separated me from my cellie. So that one dude who was helping out, I only was with him for like 2 to 3 days, and then we got put in different rooms. So I never saw him again. But I had a new bunk dude who was like under my bunk, and we all got along and stuff, so that was cool. And I was, you know, playing chess with the dudes, just trying to make the time pass, waiting for my mom to get the money and come bail me out. This one dude next to my bed, I don't even remember his name, honestly. But he was awesome too, because he did anything he could to help me out. And that's what I realized in jail, that these people were doing anything to help me. And it was crazy to me that these people don't even know me, and they were just taking care of me like that. You know, they would offer me food, and I was watching YouTube videos where they were like, yo, you don't accept food from anyone in jail. And I was like, oh no, I can't take your food, man. You're gonna like jump me or some shit. But that's not how it is, man. They just wanted to see me eat because we're all in here. We're all taking care of each other. It was like a big ass family in there, low key. You know what I mean? Everyone had everybody's back. There wasn't really any beef or anything. I didn't see any fights or anything. Everybody pretty much got along, and if you didn't like a dude, you just didn't talk to him. You know what I mean? It wasn't how they make it seem on TV. But basically, I remember one incident specifically where I was about to go take a shower, and I just had like the shitty little piece of soap that they give you when you first get in there. And the one dude on my bunk, he was like, yo, he's like, man, I got some shampoo that you can use. He's like, don't use that garbage that they give you. And it was just a small thing like that. Like, you guys might be like, oh, it's shampoo. But in jail, it's like, whoa, you're letting me use your shampoo, man? Like, you paid for that shit, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, whoa, that was really nice of him to do that. And then he also did it with toothpaste. He let me borrow his toothpaste. He's like, man, he's like, forget that shit that they're giving you. He's like, I got some real fluoride shit right here. He's like, I got some Crest. He's like, you want to use some Crest? And he hooked me up with some Crest. He let me use his toothpaste. And it was little shit like that that made the experience bearable. You know what I mean? If these people were actually terrible, I probably would have lost my mind in there. But I had really positive people helping me out. So that is why I say, you know, it was a good experience and a bad experience at the same time. Because I was able to see that these aren't criminals. That the real criminals are the ones that create this system to lock people up and treat them like animals. And that's why I'm saying I'm done with pranks. You know, it kind of scarred my thing for pranks. Because this all started off from a prank, you know what I mean? And now I'm in jail. And I'm just kind of rethinking my entire life. Like, a prank got me here. Like, this was for YouTube. I was trying to become a YouTube famous, you know what I mean? I was like, how could this happen to me? Like, why me? You know what I mean? I was, you know, feeling kind of bad. They almost got in my head a little bit. I was almost like, am I really like a criminal? I was like, am I so delusional that I can't comprehend the concept of me actually being a criminal? But no, I wasn't. You know what I mean? I realized that. I realized what it was. You know what I mean? It's psychological warfare, and that's really what it is. And I came out, and I would consider, this was in February, guys, so I've grown so much as a person, just in my own life. I would say that it was a different person locked up, to be honest with you, because I've grown so much. It's a different person. They're punishing a different person now, because I've already learned what I needed to learn from that situation. You know what I mean? They need to do whatever they need to do for them, but I've already took what I needed from the situation, so I'm kind of just writing it out now. But that was kind of just a little bit of my experience in jail. I don't recommend going there, guys. But if you do, go in there with positive energy, man. Keep your head up. Show love. That's all. Just show love to everybody in there, man. You know what I mean? Even if you don't agree with people, that's how you make it through that. You know what I mean? Show love to people. Be nice to people. Do anything you can to make people's day in there. You know what I mean? And people will have your back. Because that's all you have in there is each other. You know what I mean? That's really all you have. So I just wanted to make a quick video, kind of summing up where I've been. I've been in jail. You know what I mean? I've been doing that, but I'm back and I'm on this new channel. So yeah, I hope that kind of explains jail. That's kind of what it was like for me. I was only in there for a week, so it's nothing crazy, but it was definitely long enough for me to kind of understand what I was dealing with and learn the ropes and stuff. Don't ever plan on going back, and I don't recommend going there. Don't fuck with cops, man. Do not get in that, man. It's a dirty game, for real. They try to ruin your life in there. That's the whole point of them. You know what I mean? I'm not saying all cops are bad, but there's a lot that are. You know what I mean? So be safe out there, for real, man. You don't want to get caught up with these people. These people, they work. You know, there's two sides to this stuff. You know, you got good and you got evil. You know what I mean? And it's all perspective. You know what I mean? I'm sure they think they're good. You know, cops wouldn't do something if they didn't think they're good. But I'm telling you right now, they're on the wrong side of history. So I just kind of wanted to make a video and kind of, you know, let you guys know what it was like in jail. If you're here for the long ride, man, I appreciate all of you guys, for real. And if my homies are watching this, dude, I fucking love all of you guys, for real. If you guys have any questions about jail or anything, leave them in the comments. I'm going to be replying to all of you guys. No reason not to. I'm sure this video is going to get no comments or whatever, but if you like the video, I would appreciate if you like it, kind of get the ball rolling. It's hard to build up a YouTube channel, so this is going to be kind of interesting starting it up from scratch. You know what I mean? It's going to be kind of like Squad Spree all over, and that took a lot of work to just get to where we were, and that was nothing crazy either. So it would really mean a lot if you guys supported me. That would be cool. If not, you know, hey, you know, whatever, man. I wish you guys the best, and this is my first video. I plan on posting every week. I don't know if that's going to happen, to be honest with you guys. I plan on it. I'm going to be active. That's all I can say. I'm going to be active. I don't have a set day yet. I don't even have a routine yet. I'm kind of just getting back into this. So if I seem weird on camera, maybe that's why. Maybe I'm just weird. I don't really know. Yeah, that was the video. So welcome to Pawn Surprise, guys. That's what I'm running with. If you guys want to follow my Instagram, it's the same thing as the YouTube channel, Pawn Surprise. I'll have it linked in the description. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed kind of my little experience on jail. So this is my first video, guys. Welcome back. Welcome to the squad, guys. It's good to have you. Yeah, peace.